What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sneakerhead on the budget with the hardest working sneakerheads on YouTube. Happy New Year, guys. We try to bring in the new year real big. I seen a lot of people putting this video out a little bit earlier, man. We just hit the new year. Stop trying to cheat the system.
Stop it. Get some help.
We out here, budget fam, and definitely like, share, subscribe, comment on this video. Definitely helps us out. We're definitely trying to grow this channel this year and definitely making this a focus. So I do appreciate everybody who rocks with me. Thank you guys so much, and let's definitely jump into this video. So last year was a mixed bag. I didn't cop everything that I wanted last year. Also, I was kind of restricted last year, especially with all these app business and all this other stuff in sneakers. I finally started hitting on sneakers, which was phenomenal. I didn't always hit on the best things on sneakers, but I finally started hitting, so hopefully in 2022, sneakers can be actually something that we can actually utilize and make more content. Aside from that, I'm gonna hit you guys with the top 10 cops of 2021. Now, disclaimer, these top 10 cops doesn't mean they all came out in 2021. These are all the shoes I was able to buy in 2021. I just want to throw it out here. All those other videos will be coming out really soon, but I just want to just look at everything that I've grabbed over the years, or over this year, and see which one do I consider my favorite. So before we jump in, let's start with an honorable mention. Now, before we do any of these videos, I like to shout out a few people who helped me on the way. Sneakers is whatever. I mean, it's in, it's out. Shout out to Midwest SNS. Shout out to Soul Steals, Soul Supremacy, my guy Tito Kicks, my guy Get Kicks. Appreciate all you guys for definitely helping me with a lot of these shoes I have acquired. But let's get into it. And the first one was an acquisition that was really dope, and I had to get it. It was these Fear of God Converse. Now, this is going to be an honorable mention because I love Converse. I have a few pairs sitting in the collection already, but this is kind of one of those things where I just had to get. I love the cream and the black style of this, and definitely you can dress it up or dress it down. This is definitely one of the shoes I was really excited about grabbing this year. It's not like really hyped, but it's something that I really appreciate. You see the Fear of God Essentials on the back, and it's just something that's just really clean and really casual. Now let's go into this next one. Now this next one is a little controversial, only because when it came out, there's a lot of mixed bag on it. A lot of things were wrong with this shoe when it first initially started, so I had to send a bunch of them back, and definitely a bunch of these showed up at the Nike store, and I got to get this pair because I got married in them. So let's talk about these Carmine 6s. Now these are a little bit messed up only because they have the pink sole right here. Some people call these the Valentine's Day Carmines. I actually really like the shoe, and when you know about a shoe, definitely with the defects, to me it doesn't matter, only because of one thing. I've noticed that when things get defected and like years go by, people start actually looking for the defective version. So I know a lot of people just like all upset because it wasn't like how it should have been, but I definitely appreciate it. It definitely still has the Nike Air in the back, and I got these at a discount, so I didn't really pay retail for these. Again, the channel Sneakerhead on a budget, and the majority of these shoes that I got, I ain't paid too much for. And that's how it's supposed to be, guys.
I'm gonna keep it 50-50 straight.
So definitely this is my top 10 cop of the year, especially because I got married in these, man. Trying to get me in trouble with the wife.
Boy, if you don't get...
The next one is a cop that I made a video for, actually, because out of all the pairs of these that they said was dropped, I struck out on every single one, and they were like, this will be the most massive drop for the holiday season. Everybody was anticipating these, and I didn't grab them, so I had to go to eBay, do my little thing, and I actually was able to get to 2010 Cool Gray 11s, which are really dope, really good, and I got them at a really good price. Looking at these, as you see, the patent leather is still good, everything's still good, and I was able to re-ice the sole a little bit, so that's actually really nice because these were a little yellow, and you know, I got my little ice box where my heart used to be.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Why did I do that? We sit there, got these, and definitely these are definitely one of the my favorite cops this year, only because I wasn't really looking at Cool Gray 11s too much, and then I started getting a little bit into it. And I definitely like this 2010 pair. It'd been nice to get the 2021 pair, but you know, it is what it is, and I actually saved some money grabbing this pair, so I'm not too mad at that. Now, the next few that I caught this year kind of go hand in hand. So the next 4 go hand in hand. Reason being, this release was super hyped, and the fact that it was super hyped, it made the other release go up even more. So because of that, I have to put a nod to the Hyper Royal Air Jordan 1. Definitely, it was very, very hard to get a pair of these. I was lucky enough to get one. Shout out to my guy for a good price. Again, this was a shoe that was definitely starting to get hyped up a lot. Nike was able to drop a few more of these, so the resale price went down for a lot of people. But this shoe definitely was a must cop for me, and it definitely generated off the shoe that's coming down in number. What number am I on? Oh my god. We'll number this off as we go, but this next shoe that I'm about to bring out is the reason why I got hyped for this one. Shoe is the Turbo Green Air Jordan 1s, and the reason why I like these is I like vintage stuff. I go thrifting. If you follow this channel, I do a lot of thrifting. You can see some thrift stuff up here. Some of these shoes are actually thrifted behind me. So this is a shoe that just gave me that vibe of like vintage thrift. As you can see, the suede is a little distressed, and I like that in the shoe, especially when a Jordan 1, because Jordan 1s kind of look better when they're a little beat up a little bit. But this is a shoe I definitely wanted. I was looking at a pair of these on eBay 2020, and it was for like $160, and I had it, you know, I was watching it because my man kept lowering the price every once in a while. Then The Last Dance came out, and then the price skyrocketed to $400. It was devastating.
Damn!
So definitely when I was able to get these, I was definitely excited about that. Now my wife hooked these up as a gift for Christmas, so I didn't pay anything for that. I mean, we share accounts, so I guess you could say I paid half of it. I don't know, but I'll just say it's a gift. And so definitely love this shoe, love the design. I'm a fan of anything green, and I know this is a little more teal or whatever you want to call it, but I just love the aesthetic of this shoe. It looks really dope, and I can't wait to put more outfits with it in the future. Now this next one is definitely means something to me because as I was trying to get shoes, this released around the time of the Hyper Royals, I struck out on these as well. And again, a lot of these is like striking out, and it really sucks. But the next few ones coming up is kind of great stories. So with this one, it's a shoe that I've wanted for years. The original release was in early 2000s, and it's a shoe that I've always wanted, but I didn't think I would ever get. They released in a pack, and I did a video about this earlier the year before, saying that, hey, these shoes are gonna come out. I'm really excited about it. And when it came out, I took an L, but BR Kicks actually gifted me a free pair. So that free pair right here is the Raging Bull or Toro Bravo 6s. Oh my god.
What did he say?
So sorry. So the pair is the Toro Bravo 5. Where the hell did I have 6s from? What the heck? But the Toro Bravo 5s, and definitely this is a shoe that I've wanted for years. And again, these released in early 2000, and they re-released these, so I had to get a pair of these. Now the suede on here, or the nubuck, wasn't the best as they could have been. But I am a fan of this for nostalgia reasons, and that's why it's so high on my list. Also so high on my list because I appreciate BR Kicks for actually gifting me a pair of these. So I actually didn't pay anything for these, so I can't really be mad at that. I went ahead and dyed it a little darker red. As you can see, it's a little darker than what the other releases have, and so I really appreciate this shoe. It's one of my favorite shoes, definitely for nostalgia reasons. Going back to nostalgia reasons, another shoe that honestly brings me back is a shoe that I never thought I would ever get. I heard rumors of it, and then they said it was dropping, and so I was really excited about it. And I actually hit on sneakers with these, which is actually really nice and really dope. And that is this Tor Yellow Air Jordan 4, or Lightning 4s. This shoe is something that means a lot to me, only because I didn't really think I would ever get this in the hand. If you know, when this dropped, it dropped on a link that came out of nowhere, and you just had to be there. And back in the day, we didn't really have all the options that we have today to get shoes, especially the quantities that come out a little bit more this year. So this one coming in was really something that meant a lot to me, especially for nostalgia reasons. Back in the day, I've been collecting sneakers for a long time, guys, since early 2000s. I've been collecting sneakers, so this is a shoe that I never thought they would re-release. I thought this was going to be a special thing that happened back then, and this might have to be something I have to cop later on in life. So it's great that I was able to get these in hand. I definitely really love these, and I wear these a lot. As you see, there might be some scuff somewhere, because I definitely wear these a lot. These are definitely one of my favorites, especially one of my favorite cops of 2020 2021, and I do have a review videos. Majority of these are in review videos, so you can go and check those out down there. Alright, this next shoe is something special to me only because I'm a fan of green. Green's my favorite color. Aside from red and black, green is my favorite color. And the shoe actually has all three, which is weird. If you see my video before when I said that the shoes I took an L on, that I regret not getting, that was from last year. So this is a shoe that was actually on that list that I actually was able to get. And it's this right here. These things right here are amazing, and I was so happy to cop these. Shout out to my people at Midwest SNS who actually threw these up and hooked it up with these, man. And I was really excited to get these. As you see, again, it's the red and black. These are one of my favorite shoes. As you can tell, I'm a fan of Jordan 1s, really big fan of Jordan 1s. And so when it comes down to any Jordan 1 that's like something that fits my aesthetic, my fashion, my vibe, my sense, I definitely have to get. And this is just one of those things that are really good. If you see my video, I originally didn't like this part, so I passed on them. And then I seen them up close, and then I was like, you know what, I shouldn't have passed. And now I'm so happy that I was able to get these in hand. And I don't think I told you the name, but these are the Pine Green Air Jordan 1s. And I'm just so excited I was able to get these. I wear these a lot too, if you can't tell already. Alright, these next three are my three favorite cops of 2021. Now these last three have a little bit of everything in it. One of them is free, one of them was a steal, and the other one was early access, which is hard to get on sneakers. And so I thought those three elements were great to kind of, my light went out, but we're gonna rock with it. We're gonna rock with it. So I just want to go ahead and go through this. And these two, the next two, are something that mean a little bit more, only because of the recent passing of Virgil Abloh. Rest in peace, my guy. Definitely innovator. And this first one right here is the Sail Air Jordan 5 Off-White. I was able to cop these with a special little giveaway between DJ Sneakerhead and Soul Steals. And these are actually free, so I definitely appreciate these a lot, and especially because these were my first pair of Off-Whites. I've never had a pair. Every time I tried, I always took an L. So the fact that I was able to get a pair and they were free is definitely a W. And so this is definitely top 3 on my list of stuff that I picked up this year. Okay, this next one is kind of the same, and that is, if you know, you know. A bunch of these released. It was the 50. That should give it away. But I didn't know if I was going to keep these or not, only because you didn't know what colorway you were going to get. And there's only like 4 or 5 colors I actually wanted. So I was actually intending to sell these if I didn't get the ones I wanted. I happened to get the ones I wanted, and so let's get into it. It is the Off-White Lot 4s. I actually like these right here. Now a lot of people like the suedes. Some people like the other ones. But these ones, like I said, I'm a fan of the green. Definitely kept these, and these are definitely it was a moment in time, only because different things happen in sneaker world where the release was kind of crazy or something else happened in the world. So knowing what happened with Verge, and again, rest in peace, the way they released these, they did with exclusive access, and that was kind of cool when it came down to it. And when it came down to who got it, now a lot of people didn't get this shoe. A lot of people didn't get the exclusive access. A lot of people didn't get that. So in order for me to get that, it actually meant something. And so when I got these, I definitely, and these are the color I want, I definitely was going to keep these for the personal. Again, moment in time. I'm not sure if Nike will ever do something like that again. And so for that, man, I had to keep these. I definitely like the little design of it. It's definitely something different. Again, I appreciate being able to even get access to these. Especially with everything, knowing that I know now. Definitely something that was great, and definitely, again, a moment in time, something special. And so I definitely appreciated getting access to these. I don't really get much access to sneakers. I don't get a lot of exclusive access or early access when it comes to sneakers app, so it was nice to actually get available to get one of these. So that was actually pretty dope. Number 1, the number 1 shoe of 2021 that I copped. You might have seen these recently, and it's because the movie had just came out, Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm a huge fan, and so your boy copped the Spider-Man Air Jordan 1 Origin Stories. These released back in 2018. Definitely a shoe I was definitely wanted to get. and didn't really get access to it. The price was so high. But there's a guy who was selling these on eBay who had the eBay verification, who was selling them for really low. The reason why he was doing that is because he said the yellowing on the side was just too much, and I could fix that.
I can fix that.
So I went ahead and copped this for really, really low, and definitely got these for really cheap. And again, one of my favorite superheroes, as you can see. If you can see behind me, have some Spider-Man comics back there. Really big Spider-Man fan, so this is definitely one of the most special releases that I actually got in my collection. Definitely one of my favorites. And so that caps off the list, guys. What are your top 10 cops of 2010? Oh my God. What are your top 10 cops of 2021? Definitely leave that in the comment below. Let me know what you guys grabbed this year. What are you guys expecting for next year? Are you guys going to grab a lot of things next year? I got some more videos coming in. We're going to do it big this year, Budget Fam. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's do it big this year. Peace.
Hope you love all of my shit. I hope you love all of my shit.